All right. All right. Good morning. Good morning. What's going on, everyone? It's been a while, hasn't it, since I've been in this setup? I know. I've been gone these last couple of days. Let me go ahead and share this stream out in a couple of places. Give me just a moment. And we're going to get rolling here. I have something really interesting that I want to talk about. But first, I want to tweak a couple of things that aren't quite right. I'm really sorry about my voice. I feel like I sound weird. I don't know why, but being on the back of a motorcycle for the last couple of days, and I'm screaming a lot. The instructor, like, "What do you want? Like, what's going on?" Um, and now my voice is just a little bit frail, so I'm sending this out to someone. I don't know if you got it. Yeah. So what's going on, everyone? Today, I'm going to talk about something that's a little bit confusing here, because you're probably seeing the title of this live stream being like, "What? What are you talking about, Andrew? These are fundamentally different platforms." And yes, hear me out. Because while the technicals are all different, the way that you create a Google ad is different than the way you create a YouTube ad, which is different than the way you create a Reddit ad, and it's different from how you create an Instagram advertisement. But at the end of the day, even though they're technically separate platforms, even though the way that you create an ad on one platform is fundamentally different than another platform, they're exactly the same, because as long as you're going after the same people and the same audience have the same problems, they're effectively the same thing. And here's why. If you're on Facebook right now and you go to YouTube, do you still have the same problems that you face? Do you still have the same way of perceiving the world around you? Chances are yes. Your views, your personality, who you are does not change because you go onto different platforms. And that means the way that we communicate with people across different platforms are exactly the same. So there's a basic formula and framework that I know Russell Brunson teaches and many others teach: hook, story, and offer. Now, no matter what platform that you're on, that's going to fundamentally stay the same. You're always going to have a hook that grabs people's attention. No matter how small, you're always going to have some kind of story, and there's always going to be some kind of offer that your advertisement is promoting. So think about a Facebook ad for a minute. You're basically using I can't speak because I'm really tired. Forgive me. But you're using disruption advertising. So your goal is to grab someone who is in the world doing their thing and pull them into what you're doing. Okay? So you have your hook, story, offer, and that story is going to grab their attention, tell them why specifically that they need what you have to offer, and your offer is going to be what you're actually promoting. Same thing with a Google ad. You're going to go out there, you're going to have a hook. Hey, looking for X thing or need to solve X problem. You're going to tell them a story about why specifically they need it, probably in less than 10 to 20 words, frankly, because Google ads, even though they increased that word count that you can use, it's still fairly small. So you're going to say your spiel, you're going to give your story, and then you're going to promote your offer. And then that offer is going to be something that you're using to solve the specific problem they have via Google search. And then you're probably going to send them all to a similar landing page. And granted, there's small tweaks that you're going to need to make for every individual platform, but the formula is exactly the same because human beings are the same no matter where they are. So I've had some people say, well, Andrew, like, I can do Facebook ads, but Google ads are so difficult. And then my response to that is, it's only difficult because you think about it differently, and you shouldn't. You should think about Google ads the same way you think about Facebook ads, but realize that the audience is just exactly the same. Now, they may come from a different source, but you're ultimately trying to get specific people to take a specific end result. And the way you do that is you grab their attention, tell them a great story, and give them a good offer. And if you can do that, you'll be successful on any advertising platform. And granted, you need to be acutely aware of where specifically they're coming from and where they are in the consumer behavior life cycle. Can't speak today. I'm really sorry, guys. But as long as you're cognitively aware that via Google Ads, these are a warmer form of traffic because they're aware of a specific problem and are looking for a specific type of solution. You'll be able to craft a better hook story and offer, where with a Facebook ad that goes out to a cold audience, you need to convince them a little bit more and have a stronger hook story offer. But the formula is exactly the same. And you can emulate the results of a Google ad with a retargeting ad. So if you've got a landing page you're sending people to and the Facebook pixel installed, anyone who clicks on that advertisement, goes to that landing page, or takes an action, or doesn't take an action for that matter, you can then send a follow-up advertisement to them, and it's almost as if it's a Google ad because you're targeting them based on behavior. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what platform you're on. You can be on Google, you can be on YouTube, you can be on Reddit. As long as you have a good, solid framework like hook, story, offer, you're able to understand that specific audience, you're able to tap into the problems that they have, you're able to give a good story, and you're able to craft a compelling offer that's going to help them take action as soon as possible, you'll do well. That's really all there is to it. Yeah, Adriel, hook, story, offer, boom, 100%. So I don't know if there's too much more that I'm going to say about this because that's really the short and skinny of it. If you are caught up on the technicals of a platform, that's okay. Realize that these platforms are changing all the time. Like Google AdWords last year, they completely rebranded. They changed their UI. Their back end is all different. And so even people who have been working with it for a while had to relearn it. Realize that that's part of the process. Don't let that hold you back. Just Google it. Just YouTube the fundamentals. YouTube the technicals of it. And just focus on creating the best possible ad that you can. And realize that inside of something like the Ad Manager or the Google Ads platform, that it's going to change again. Just anticipate that. So don't be too upset if you had this one feature you really liked and then they moved it to somewhere else. That happens all the time, guys. So yeah, it's my thoughts on it. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care.